Hello and welcome to Eerie Earth. I'm your host Kieran. Thank you for joining. I wanted to do this update video to explain a little bit more about why I had stopped doing audio dramas for a while and what the future of Eerie Earth contains. So sit back, relax, grab a drink, and sit down with me as I update you with everything that's been going on. So, what's been happening? Well, last October, I started work on, or I released the first few episodes of The Fallen Season 3. When I started writing The Fallen Season 3, I wrote it back at the end of 2024, and I was getting ready to get everything prepared in order to start releasing it. And by kind of August time last year, I was ready to start work on actually producing the series, and I started sending out word of getting all the recordings out for all the characters and everything sorted. This was actually more kind of July time rather than August, and I gave a deadline of the 30th September to get all the recordings in. Unfortunately, some of the cast weren't able to achieve that simply because of other commitments, which is totally fair enough. So I allowed a little bit more time with these recordings, and I wanted it to be done, or the first few episodes at least, to be done by Halloween, so I'd be able to release episodes 1 and 2 on Halloween, which I was able to achieve. But there were still some people who weren't able to get all the recordings in, but eventually they were able to get them all in. But by the time I got to episode 7, ready for editing and release, I discovered that not all of the recordings had been sent in by a certain cast member, and I chased this up for weeks to try and get this done, stating that they hadn't been recorded. And there were some changes I was able to make, but with a full episode missing, I wasn't able to get this done. I chased up and I chased up and I chased up, and I kept hearing absolutely nothing. It then got to a point of when I was meant to be releasing the episode and I wasn't able to do so because I didn't have the recording. I then decided that I couldn't miss that episode out, and that it would have been uh, really difficult in order to actually produce the rest of the series without this episode, because it was quite a pivotal episode. And I got very disheartened because I felt like I'd been really let down by this person who had kind of let me down in the past with late recordings, to the point of where things were running, actually having to run late because of things not being delivered in. But I decided that, I was going to take a step back from writing audio dramas, from directing them, and just because I felt really let down and kind of disappointed with the way things had gone with it. And I decided to cancel The Fallen Season 3. However, I have made a decision that I'm not going to let the actions of something like that happen to bring me down and to allow me to stop doing what I love. I realized I actually love writing, I love directing, I love creating, and I'm a very creative person. And I found that by not doing this stuff, anytime that I'm not working, anytime that I've got some spare time to myself, I found that I'm just spending more time sitting in front of the computer and playing video games and stuff, and it's not really what I want to be doing. I want to be being creative. So I've decided to get back to it, get back on the horse. So season 3 of The Fallen will continue. I have managed to work around not having the recordings for season 7. I have decided to work something out, which will all be revealed when the episode comes out. I'm hopefully going to be recording the episode over the next couple of days, so we'll be able to get that out to you as soon as possible. And then episodes 8, 9, and 10 will then come out, and then the season will be finished then, and the whole series as a whole will be tied up and be done. So, you heard it here first. Season 3 of The Fallen is coming back. We are going to be finishing off the season and then finishing off the series altogether. But there's still some exciting things coming to Eerie Earth. What is coming, I hear you ask? Well, I am in the middle of writing another Dark Knight Paranormal episode, where I've got a story in the process of being written. I've got the idea all up in my head. I just have to be able to get it from here down to the keyboard in order to get it written. And I am really, really excited about getting that. I'm also planning on finishing off the Resident Evil series as well. I've got episode 2 written. I just need to get the actors involved and get everyone together. It's been a difficult time for me to mentally with Eerie Earth, because I felt so let down by everything that had happened that I was ready to give up on it. I realized that was the wrong thing to do, and I can only apologize to the cast members, to the fans of Eerie Earth, for people who've been following me, that I allowed this to happen, dropped the ball on it, and I can only apologize for that. And I hope that those who have subscribed to the YouTube channel, who follow me on Spotify, who have listened to my shows and have enjoyed the audio dramas that I've done, that you are going to continue listening and supporting Eerie Earth where possible. Eerie Earth is my baby. It's something I created 5 years ago during lockdown. Never thought for a second it would be anywhere near what it is, or what I've been able to create with it, with now creating and running my own business under the umbrella of Eerie Earth. And I owe it to Eerie Earth to get back on the horse and continue writing episodes and doing the audio dramas, because I actually love writing, and without blowing my own trumpet, I'm good at it, and I know I'm good at it. And I don't very often give myself self-praise at all. I am the last person to give me self-praise. I don't even take praise from other people very well, but I know I'm good at writing. So why should I restrict myself? So going forward, there's going to be a lot more projects coming. I'm so excited in order to bring you these projects. And I know that my actors who I work with are happy to be involved. And I'm going to be looking out for some new actors, get some new faces in on Eerie Earth. So please stick with the channel, stick with me on Spotify, follow me on Instagram, and support Eerie Earth where you can. Thank you so much for sticking with me through this hard 3 months. And I'm back. The Fallen is back. And we will get to the end of Danny Cunningham's story. But thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye for now.